everyone. My name is Katy, and welcome to the Greenland Quilter channel. I hope everyone is having a good week so far. Um, I got Chaunda and Andi here. They're the only two here tonight. So, So, Chaunda, how have you been?
I am good. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, I'm good. Today I'll be working on it's called the Aloka Piece Wrap,
Ooh.
and I'm using this Serdar Jewel Spun yarn that I got in the color Golden Feldspar. This is a pattern by Betty McKnit, who also did the 6-day star blanket. And this is just something I've been working on.
Very cool.
That's very cool. And how about you, Andi? I know you've been having health problems and stuff, but how are you hanging in? Are you hanging in there? And what are you planning on working on today?
Oh, always. I'm always hanging in there. Every day is different for me. It's like you throw the dice in the air and see what you get. So I'm doing okay today. I am going to continue working on my superhero cats for my upcoming shows. I have a goal of making at least 100 new plushies for that show, so I got to get busy.
What we decided to do, in case you're wondering why we're not working on mandalas, is we decided to take 1 month off from doing mandalas. And I'm going to update you about this weekend. Some of you watched the short live on Sunday morning when I went to, I was invited to take my mandala to the show and show my mandala off. I also took 2 smaller mandalas, and I ended up taking, my boss brought me back here because everybody was knitting and stuff, and I didn't bring any handwork. And I said, dang, I wish I had thought about bringing that. She says, I'll take you home and get it. I said, do we have time? She says, yes. So she brought me home, and I grabbed up my Rolling Stones box, which happens to have my pot holders and stuff in it. And so inside the box, besides what I'm working on, was finished pot holders along with some scarves and the 2 smaller mandalas. So I set the 2 smaller mandalas out along with the pot holders. I ended up selling one of my smaller mandalas. I didn't have that in my mind when I was invited, and I sold 2 of my pot holders. So that's the first time I sold any of my crochet work, and I made 125 US dollars off of it, which was, made my day. I'm not gonna complain, because I wasn't even under the thought of selling anything. Just I was so happy about sharing my experience with the mandala. A lot of people have come up and ask questions, and sometimes I had to have a translator because there's some of the older generation does not speak any English at all. And so we had to get around that a little bit, which was fine. And it worked out really good. I got to talk about why I did the colors I did in the mandala, how many colors were in it. And most of them were shocked when I told them that the mandala was how I see Greenland, because that's why I did what I did with the colors, is because of how I see Greenland, after moving here and everything. Because most, recent statements about it being just a block of ice is simply not the case, So the mandala was my way of expressing how I see things, and I'm doing it through quilting at the same time, as most of you know. Living here has definitely opened up what comes from inside using color, and it was really a fun day. It made me realize how much I miss doing things with other people, because I haven't done anything in a person to person kind of situation. Everything's been on the video, on my lives and everything else. I haven't sat down with other people to do crafting, or I haven't been on a horse since I moved here. So it was a delightful thing. I learned a lot while I was there. I watched Nuka, who she is currently taking lamb's wool and processing it to the point of spinning the yarn. And I have a few videos of her processing the lamb's wool. which I will put up the pre-records when I get them edited because I need to splice them all together, and then I'll put probably put some music to it because I'm pretty sure there's sections where there's a lot of noise and you might not hear anything that she said because she was, she was speaking a little bit soft. And I noticed that there was times when the room was noisy, which is pretty normal for, it's kind of like it was a little tiny mini convention, if you want to call it that, And I mean, and when I mean many, I mean many. I mean, there was only a few of us, but people came in and out and people bought things. It was a lot of fun. And I think that it went really well. And I had a discussion about, I wish that we could start a club where all parts of art can come together and do things together as a community. And the person I was talking to about, she's going to do some looking into whether or not that can be done. So that, and where we would meet if we could get it accomplished. So it probably will be a while before I see anything come of that. In the meantime, maybe there'll be other things I can participate in where I can, I would love to have a quilt show maybe next year. And I don't know, maybe I could get Nikolai to figure out how we can, hang my quilts outside in our own yard and have a quilt show. I don't know, something. I mean, it's well worth figuring it out. So let me say,
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it would be a lot of fun. So they can see, what I do when they never see me. I'm always at home doing things. Let me say hey to everyone in the chat. I can't remember who was first in here. Let me see if I can see who was first. And Mona is second level as a GQ member. Thank you for joining. Hi, and Lisa was first. She said, planting vegetables and flowers. Hope I can make it back. And then Ginger says, hi, Katie. Thanks again for the gift card. You are most welcome. Felicia says, good evening, Katie and everyone. And Andi says, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. That's right. Y'all hit that thumbs up button. Hi, Yadira. It's good to see you. Is it Yadira or Edira? I mean, am I saying it right? Yadira? Andi?
That's the way I say it.
Yeah.
I hope it's right.
Yep, me too.
I would feel bad.
And hello, Annette. Welcome, welcome. So, one thing I want before I take what I'm going to work out of this box, I want to show you, and maybe you and Andi have some of this, and maybe we could do this. Do you have, Chaunda and Andi, do you have a bunch of these that are not put together?
Not really.
No.
I don't really do. I don't do granny squares unless it is part of a project.
They're not. Well, these are blocks I traded. So what I'm going to do is almost spotlight and share some of these blocks because I was thinking about. So you don't have anything where you have to sew things together or finish something?
Well, mine is just the granny squares for the back of my hexie cardigan. I just got to finish the other half of the hexie.
Okay, because I was thinking maybe we could do one live where we're finishing up on something we've been working on.
I have it right here. I'll show you.
Okay.
Yeah, I have got one too.
See, mine are sewed together in the back, but they're they need to go with the rest of the cardigan.
Okay. Okay. So I was
mine is nowhere near finished, but these are my squares for a project that is in progress, but they're not ready to go together.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking maybe we could do something like that. It's like, let's work on a UFO or a WIP or something. But
Well,
I
definitely
could.
Those really fast.
Yeah, I definitely could whip up some squares on a live one day.
Yeah. So let me show you these squares. These squares all came from people who traded with me. There was a period of time before quilting got, interrupted everything. And I was trading squares and we were mailing them back and forth and we were putting them in a regular, oh, sorry. I need to undo Chaunda. Anyway, what I was trying to say was there was a period of time where you could take one of these and fold it, put it in a small plastic bag, stick it in an envelope and mail it. And so that's what we were doing. We were trading back and forth. We had so many blocks to make. I don't remember who was hosting these swap a block, but we do like several of them. So let me show you some of this because I'm thinking about maybe I could do a live one night where I just crochet these blocks together. Now, are they all the same size? No, I'm gonna have to go through here and see what the stitch difference. Hang on, I need to spotlight myself
Maybe
here.
that's what I'll work on then. I'll
Yeah.
put together some little squares with my scraps.
Yeah, or scrap sewing blocks. Yeah. So some of these I'm probably going to have to determine how, if the stitches are the same amount, or when I'm crocheting them together, adding an extra stitch in here to compensate, because you can block these to match. So let me show you what some of these blocks look like. And these are all from trading blocks with other people. I don't know why I didn't put the name of who sent them to me. I kept the envelopes somewhere there around here, but these are the blocks that I've traded with. And I thought I would share them with you tonight. So you can see, this is all of this, you gotta, and I'll figure out how to line everything up. But some of these blocks are super cute. But I thought I would share them. Here's one with a Christmas tree on it. See that?
Oh yeah, that's a cute one.
It even has a little button up here. And then there's this blue one. It's got like baby colors in it. These blocks smell weird. Maybe too much time in a plastic box. This one's got a heart with wings on it. You see that? I know why I got these. This is when, I don't know how many of you well, I didn't have a YouTube channel, so only you guys that have known me a long time would be aware of this. This one and these two is because when my son was with his son's mother, she had a baby after Blaze, and the baby passed away of SIDS. He was 2 months old. And at the time, Thomas didn't know if Kivia was his son or someone else's son. And so we went through this little thing. It was scary. It was, it was sad because the baby passed away during the daytime taking a nap. And they don't know what caused it or anything else. And some friends of mine sent me this to honor Kivia. So that's why that looks like that with the little wings on the heart.
That's
And then there's this one with the butterfly on it. So I hope y'all enjoyed the little showing you these blocks. But all these blocks, and I have more of these in another tote. I just didn't drag them all out. I have a bunch of them that are about this size that can be sewn together. Or I will crochet them together. I'm not going to sew them together. I'm lazy like that. I'd just rather crochet them together.
Right.
There's some smaller ones right here too. So let me move those aside so you can see the smaller ones too. There's some smaller ones, but these are all soft acrylic. These are granny square ones, actually.
Yeah, that's all I'm
And
going to
then,
make right now.
yep. And maybe this was supposed to be a dishcloth. I don't know. But it could be sewn on, add it to something. Or I could use it for, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with that yet. And then let's go back to the bigger blocks. Here's some more. So I have quite enough here to sew together. Plus,
and your smaller ones, you can always just border them out.
Yep.
They're the
Yep,
same
definitely.
size.
And probably what I'll do is next time we do another live, I'll drag out the other container that has more of these size blocks and show you them. I just grabbed the first thing I could grab because I thought I was thinking about just sharing some of this with you guys. But this is quite a pile going on.
Yeah, you've got a pile there.
I've got two of these of the same thing. This has got perfume on it. That's why my nose is being weird. But most of them are pretty simple blocks. I mean, and then there's a few that have the little extra embellishments on it. See, like this one's different. This is totally it within the block. This is going to fall over, I think. Maybe I should take that one that's going to make it fall out. Yeah, these two. So there's quite a bit here.
How many is it?
I don't know. I'll count them in just a minute. There's this one. I'm not sure. maybe, oh, I got this upside down. This is a flower. See that?
Mm-hmm.
It's cute.
Can you see that, Chaunda?
I sure can. At first, I thought it was a cactus till you turned it over.
Yeah, I
I
put it over now. You can see it was a flower. Yep, I thought it was a cactus too. I'm like, wait, that's wrong.
know.
Oh,
Oh, that's an interesting one.
yep. This one's partially on the work and in the work. So let me see how many there are of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Let me move them.
Oh, Cheez-Its and crackers.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36 of these bigger blocks.
Oh,
So
you can
there's
make a
plenty
blanket
in
with
here.
that.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
yeah, it's big enough to make a nice size blanket.
Nice little scrappy blanket.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then at least it'll be, finished. And what I could do with these smaller ones is I may have some smaller ones somewhere else, possibly. And if I don't, I can make smaller ones and make something cute with these smaller ones,
Yeah.
This
Mhm.
one, I don't know what I want to do with. I need to block it and see what it looks like after it's been blocked. I have a feeling this was supposed to be a dishcloth, but I just can't bring myself to use acrylic as a dishcloth. It won't
No.
last very
No,
long.
that's not going to work out.
Yeah, no, it won't last very long. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you guys. What y'all think about that? Hey, Giovanna. Felicia says, ooh, there went my ears. Felicia says, those are nice granny squares. Yes, they are. And Sarah says, cutting, binding, but listening. All right. And Yadira said yes to our question about her name. Okay, so we're caught up. And Giovanna says, hi to Andi. We got, I need to take, y'all gonna have to remind me about, yeah. There we go.
Hello, Giovanna.
Anyhow, I hope everybody had a good Mama's Day on Sunday. My son bought me a Fat Quarter Shop gift card.
Aw.
Nice.
Yeah.
I took my mom to the tomato festival.
Oh, I bet that was fun.
Oh yeah, we go every year and get my favorite tomato plant, which is the Bloody Butcher tomato plant. And we didn't know if she would be able to go this year, but she was able to walk for a little bit. So we went and we got 2 new hybrid tomato plants to try from
Nice.
our tomato lady. She's a local tomato lady. One of them is a unicorn tomato, which I'm kind of excited about. And then the other one is, I forgot, a magical something. So we'll see how they turn out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we love our tomatoes.
I'm a big tomato person. I love tomatoes.
Oh gosh, me too.
Now, I'm not one of those folks that eat it on a sandwich, although a lot of people do. I prefer mine naked, with just maybe some salt and pepper. But I will routinely just slice up some tomato, sprinkle it with some
That's nice.
seasoning, and just eat it like it is.
See, the problem I have is when I grow tomatoes, I eat them right off the plant.
Yeah, you and me both. They're best when they're
Yeah.
off the vine. Right off the vine, eat them. That's why my mom was always scolding me because I'd walk out there and be eating all the vegetables off the vines.
Yep.
Because I like them.
So good.
Yep. So very good. All right, where's my crochet hooks at? Because I got the wrong size right here. All right, I need a number 4.
Oh, geez, it's in.
That's a 5. This one is a 5. Where's my 4? I knew I took it out. Oh, here it is. All right, I decided to have a brilliant idea about this pot holder.
So everybody's telling me to wait to transplant my plants outside. They said to give it like a week or two more, but we're finally in the 50s overnight. So I'm like, no, it's time.
Maybe set them out. They're still in their containers, right?
They are.
Maybe set them out for sun.
Well, yeah, I set them out for a few hours a day for sun so I can harden them.
That way you can harden them off. And at
Yeah.
least you're getting that sun during the day.
Well, yeah, but I'm more worried about the frost because we had 2 frosts last week where it dropped below like to the 30s.
Oh, so bringing them in is needed to be done. So I get that.
So I want to plant them in their planters, like I have standing planters on my deck.
Giovanna, that does sound yummy. She says tomato mozzarella with olive oil and oregano. It's delicious. That does sound yummy. Andy, I love your Wolverine cat.
My perverine. I like to use sweet basil with
basil is good.
Mhm.
So what's everybody been working on this week? And how was your weekend? Did y'all have a good weekend, especially you mamas? Did y'all get pampered? What about you, Chaunda? Did you have a good Mother's Day?
My Mother's Day was spent doing chores.
Yeah.
That's how I spent my Mother's Day. Because the baby shower was Saturday. So,
Oh, that's right.
And I'm not really a party person, so a lot of my housework got neglected and chores got neglected and then running up to that. So Friday, because it was at my mom's house. She lives about an hour away. So Friday we went to my mom's house, packed up everything in the car. I have a Pathfinder. I folded the third row down and still was barely able to fit everything in the back.
Wow.
And so when we got back Saturday night, it was late, like 10 o'clock. And then so Sunday morning, I got up and I basically caught up on all my laundry, stripped the bed, washed all that stuff, washed all the towels, cleaned the kitchen, and did all that. So that's how I spent my Mother's Day. I feel like a lot of moms probably spent their Mother's Day like that.
Right.
And then yesterday I got sick. I didn't know if I was even going to be able to do this live today. I started work yesterday and my goal was to, start work early, finish up and finish the chores because I still needed to mop the kitchen floor. And I'm sitting at my desk and my body starts hurting. And I had some body aches on Sunday, but I thought it was just because I did so much Friday and Saturday and that's why my body was hurting. But I think it's because I was catching something. Because yesterday, man, I just started sneezing and coughing. I was exhausted.
Somebody at the shower that was sick?
No, but there were people that had gotten over colds. My mom had had a real bad cold like 2 weeks before that. So I'm wondering if maybe it was just still in the house.
Got some leftover germies.
Yeah.
Sounds like it. So did she get a good haul?
Oh my God. Katy, I haven't even taken the stuff out of my car because I thought like the way my car was packed to go down there, it was packed the same way to come back. I couldn't even fit all her stuff in the car. I had to have my sister bring one of the boxes back.
Wow. So she made out like a bandit then.
Yes, ma'am. I told her, I'm like, look, this is a lot of clothes. And I said, normally, you would be, when somebody gives you gifts, you keep everything. But in this instance, because the baby's only going to be able to wear but so many clothes,
Yep.
that I told her, like, let's just go through everything and maybe take some of this stuff back and get some gift receipts. It is so much stuff. I got to get it out my car. Like, it's been in my car since we got back Saturday night, and there's no place to put it.
She's got
Gotta-
lots of thank you cards to write, don't she?
Well, 2026, we just thank people while they're present. So I don't think she plans on sending any cards. She just thanked everybody who was there. But it was a lot. It was a lot.
Sounds like, and it sounds like it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We don't really do a lot of baby showers in my family because we don't really have a lot of babies in my family. Um, so because a lot of people on my mom's side just didn't have kids. And the ones that did don't really live down here or we're not really close with. So I've not been to a lot of baby showers. So I didn't know what to do. So all the games that I found that I did, some of them were games that nobody's ever played before. So they were fun for them. They were like, "Oh, this is different." I was like, "Is it?" But it was a good time.
I've never had a baby shower or a wedding shower.
Me neither.
Me either. I'm just making random granny squares for a random granny square project we'll do.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Wait, we were talking about this. You were showing all your granny squares.
Yeah, that's right. Good way to use up yarn.
Right.
I tried looking up. I can't remember where I bought these big spools, but I bet I bought these big spools at the store, not from online. Of these Lillian Cream spools.
Yeah.
If someone was interested, she wanted some. So I gotta see if I can figure out how to, because I went on to Wool Warehouse to see if they sold them by some chance there, because Wool Warehouse ships to here. Used to be Hirschner did, but Hirschner's doesn't anymore. I don't know what changed, but something changed.
Gotcha.
Because I think that the lady that asked me about it, she's interested in. Oh, let me show you the monkey. Hold on, be right back. Because I bought something at the show. Andy, this is going to be right up your alley.
Oh, nice.
Well, I don't mean like your horror figures, but how you make critters.
Yeah.
Let me spotlight. Okay. It's super cute. I couldn't resist. And this was knitted. It's a monkey, but look what the monkey's doing.
That's cute.
Sucking its thumb.
Yeah.
But it
Get
actually, it sits up. Let me put it in front of the other camera so you can see what I mean. Yeah, check this out.
Nice. I like it. How cute.
But Nikolai's like, he says, tell me what Andi says about it when she sees it. Because he even liked it. But she had a bigger set where it was a mama and daddy kind of set up. And the mama had a baby nursing her on her breast on the stuffed, you know, up here. Thought it was cute because she was very realistic with it. I couldn't resist. I had to buy one.
Oh no, it's super adorable.
Definitely. But I knew Andi would,
I thought it was eating a banana.
She's always making Emma. So if they're knitted, are they considered the same name as your crocheted ones?
Yeah.
Origami.
Amigurumi.
Amigurumi. Yeah, there we go. So it's going to go into my little china cabinet. Well, whatever you want to call that thing over there.
Yeah.
Giovanna wants to know how the mandala patterns are going. They're going okay. I just wanted to take a night off and not play around. I wanted to mess with something else because the mandala requires super concentration.
So I've been designing my own 3D style pattern.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys get a peek of it.
Ooh.
There's a couple tweaks I have to make, but this is going to be a jellyfish. You can kind of see it.
Okay.
Sweet.
So I just got to add a more poofiness up here, I think, and then I can add the extra curlies down here.
That's awesome.
But I wanted it to have the 3D style.
Okay. You guys are
That's
so
beautiful.
creative.
Yeah, it's my first try at writing a chart pattern.
I'll have to get out all my crochet blocks that either I designed or helped design, because I was crocheting with a couple of ladies and we were designing blocks where one of us would start the block and then we'd pass off the information we'd written in it so that they could do the block too, and then they would add to the block and then the next person would add to the block and then it would come back to me, and we were doing that for a while. Sometimes I was designing the entire block and then they would test it out to make sure it worked. It was interesting, all the little cool things we were doing with these blocks.
Right.
And Jess says hi to Chaunda and Andi.
Hi, Jess.
I will tell you, it's so much easier to design a plush doll than it was to try to figure out how to add the texture and stuff at first. But I think I can get it down.
Where did this come from? I must have pulled this out of the... Uh-oh. That ripped from it. I'll mess with it. It looks like the mail I didn't read. Oh, it's that block that I showed you. One of those, there's one of those blocks. This is called the inverted square.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm gonna have to see how that goes together. That looks interesting. It must have been inside that box with all those squares.
Probably.
And Giovanna says hi to Chaunda.
Hi,
All right, back to what I was doing. Let's see here. Chain 2, I did that already.
Oh, I think you still have me spotlighted.
Yes, I do. Sorry.
So whatever you were showing us, we didn't see.
No, it's okay. I'll show y'all later. We cannot see Katy. I know, we fixed it. Sorry, guys.
My fault. Oh, Cheez-Its and crackers. Go back there. I think it'll be fun because every different type of yarn I use, maybe I should just make it square so that next time I'll have one from each type of different yarn. Definitely be a scrappy one.
That's a good idea, actually.
It is actually.
I've been doing that with cats too. Like I've been making a cat with every type of yarn.
Hey, let me see that. Chaunda, hold up that for a minute so I can see what that color looks like. No, down a little bit. That green looks a lot like what I already have here at home. That's pretty.
Very.
It's a variegated yarn, so it just kind of changes color as you go. I like it. I think it was back in February. I went like on a massive yarn buying spree. And the amount of yarn that I purchased was just outrageous.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to go make stuff, and I was going like first in, first out, and so I was using like my older yarn, and I was like, "Why are you doing that? Use
Yeah,
the good
exactly.
stuff. Use the good stuff that you just got. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, just use what you want.
Yeah, use what you want." And I wasn't doing that. I was like, "Well, I've had this for 2 years, so I should probably use this. Why? Why am I doing that?"
Yeah, no. The yarn chooses you the project.
Absolutely. And this project came
Ivana
up,
says,
and
Andy, I love your expressions that you say instead of a bad word. Hi, Siri. I mean, Sarah. Sorry. Darn it.
I did originally start this project using the other yarn, but I felt like, maybe God was just like, I'm not super religious, but I do believe sometimes some entity is trying to tell you something,
You're led to
because
do something.
I started the project and I had picked out, some of my older yarn and, some yarn that I had bought before the new stuff. And I'm moseying along, and one of the yarns, as I start using it, I start sneezing and sneezing. And I was like,
Yep.
I think I'm allergic to the daggone yarn. It was like 100% wool. I don't have any wool allergies that I know of, but I do have a cat allergy. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but my eyes are itching and I'm sneezing. So clearly I'm having some kind of reaction to this yarn. So
Wow.
that was my cue to put it away and drag this
Mhm.
out and start over.
Yep. I have that too. If I need to work on a certain project and I pick a yarn and I'm not sure if I like that yarn or not, my hands will swell. And I'm
See?
like, nope, I can't use that yarn anymore right now.
Giovanna says she has tons of yarn, but she doesn't feel like crocheting at the moment. Yeah,
That is
we
okay.
understand that.
Yarn is also pretty to look at.
Yes, it
Absolutely.
is. It's kind of like fabric. It's fun to look at.
Exactly.
It was like there was just so many good sales on yarn.
I know. It's
At the
hard to pass up.
at the beginning of the year, and then I thought I was done. I was like, okay, I got all the yarn, I'm good. And then Yarn Inspirations had that 40% off sale, and it was
Mhm.
like I went right back.
Chaunda, I pulled the trigger on that pattern,
Which one?
the hand and soul.
Oh, you did?
I pulled the trigger today. It was calling my name because I could use it for the the Hoffman challenge.
Let's see.
It's like that sometimes, though,
Yeah, I can't. The only other thing that's really, well, there's been two things I've seen this week. It's like, oh my God. One was just finished through the quilt show, and that block or that quilt top, OMG. I want to do one like that, but I missed out because it was so long at the time. But I could go buy it and do it. But but anyway, the other one is there's a new one through Ricky Timms and what is her name? Through It's
Haven't heard
Ricky
about it.
Timms, and I can't think of her name to save my life.
So Alex Anderson?
Yeah, that's who I'm talking. Ricky and Alex. They're starting a new sew along starting on January, and they showed what it's going to look like. Oh my God! And it's going to be all batiks.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, but it's going to be challenging too. It's not for a beginner. But I would just do it because, I think I could do it, except when we get to the applique part. That might be a bit of a challenge, but
I'm looking that up right now. I want to see it.
I will tell you that I will be buying some fabric this weekend because I told Jason, I was like, I want to do this, this, and this for my birthday. And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna hit some, not fabric, yarn. I mean, I don't need fabric right now. But whenever I see pretty fabric, I always get it.
yeah, if it's talking to you, you usually do. I mean, that's what happens to me. And right now I'm definitely like, I want more batiks. I don't have enough batiks in my house right now, especially yardage.
Right.
But this batiks is hand dyed by I think they said Moda. So they're creating the fabric for the sew along and everything. It's like, oh my God.
Ah.
But you can just outright buy, if you join their website, you can get the pattern that way. Could, pay the yearly thing, which is $50, and you can get the pattern that way and sew from your stash if you want to. Or you can buy the whole kit. The kit is about the same price as a PMQ, just about.
Trying
Hi,
to
bye,
find it.
Scrappy.
I want to see what it looks like. Oh, I think it's this. Oh, wow.
See
That's
what I mean? That is phenomenal and it's gorgeous.
that is nice.
Yep. When I watched the video today. I stumbled across the video, I guess while I was looking for the hand and soul thing, and I'm like, what's this? And when I watched the video, I'm like, oh my God, I should not have watched this. Because I'm going to be like, honey, can I spend $399?
Yeah, I wish I could see this recolored in other ways.
But she did say that if you just join the website, you can do it from your stash too if you want to. And you're probably like, oh, well, I don't know how much batiks you got, but I have a lot of batiks and I probably could create from it.
I've got plenty of batiks. I would definitely use
Yeah,
my
I
stash.
definitely think I have enough to do it with. And just, I could do it that way and not even order the fabric itself. But the fabric itself is beautiful too, though. There's that. See, I want some of it.
Right.
The Scrappy Crafter says, sorry to say hi and bye, but it's dinner time. Hey, come back if you have time. What's for dinner anyway? And Giovanna says, I wanted to go to the market this morning, but the wind was blowing so hard that it started to rain, so I couldn't get some fabric. Oh, I know how that is. And hello, Prism. Welcome, welcome. What's your first name? Remind me again, please. And Giovanna says, wow, that's a lot of money. Yeah, you get 27 yards of fabric from the kit.
A lot of yardage.
Yeah, that 27 yards, that sounds about right for that price. Plus
Hey,
the fabric.
Jody.
Hey, Jody. How you doing? Y'all that are channel creators, don't forget to share your channel by typing exclamation selfie, or if I've interviewed you, you're in the bot and all you have to do is type your name or type exclamation and your name.
Hi, Diego.
Hi. Oh, Diego. Okay, now I know who you are. Hello and welcome. Got to remember that because I've seen him in William's channel. Oh my God, Saturday was so much fun.
I mean, $400 is a lot of money, but it's
Yep.
not that bad for this.
No, I didn't think it was bad for everything that's going to go on in it. I thought it was going to be like 500 or something.
Oh, you have the stomach flu. I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, I hope you feel better. not Thomas, Nikolai had that 24-hour bug on the boat. Somebody
Ooh.
brought the bug onto the boat, apparently. Or it was something he ate one, but he said no. He's not sure if anyone's else has been sick or not. But now he's got a cold.
Aw.
Which is not surprising because the weather keeps going.
Oops.
First it's hot, then it's cold, then it's back to being hot again. Reminds me of North Florida.
Right. I had to make another square with this yarn just because it didn't give me any yellow in the last one.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, it's the worst. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you get to feeling better quickly. I hope it hurries up and passes
Yes.
because it's not fun that happening.
Yeah, if you can do this without getting the quilt, without getting the kit, because I just cannot do $400, even though I think it's fair.
Yeah.
I think it's fair. I think it's fair for the fabric you're getting and the instruction because there are some techniques and stuff that are new and different.
Yeah, you get all three of them as a teacher.
And
It's apparently it's Ricky and Alex along with the designer who did the pattern or designed the pattern. You're going to get all three of them teaching you how to do it. But you can also do what I suggested, become a member on the website, and you're going to get that same schooling anyway.
yeah,
And then you won't have to buy the pattern outright because you became a member. At least that
right.
was my understanding, because the last time I was actually a member on their page for a while. Do you remember when the pattern came out for the why does that always happen when I think of the pattern? It's the one with there was a circle quilt and it had houses on it. Color My World, that was the name of it. And while that was if you buy it outright, it's like $55. But if you pay $50 to be on their website for a year, you get that pattern for free.
Okay.
Got an anti-nausea prescription, helps a bit. Hi, Melanie.
Oh.
All day I felt cold until I come sitting here and then I get hot.
It's the lights.
It must be these lights.
I was going to turn on my AC, but I have my door and my window open, so I don't want to make it run. So
I was telling Nikolai, I said, when we're gone for 3 weeks, our electric bill is going to drop because we're not home.
right.
Because we're gonna unplug everything in the house except the freezer and refrigerator.
Good idea.
I need to make sure that I counted that right. Oh, just one more of these got to go there.
Oh, thank you.
So, okay, you could do a 12-month membership for $49 and then you would
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. You can't go wrong with that. It's
Yeah.
not a bad membership fee for a whole year, and you have access to everything that's on there.
And not just that, but when you purchase a membership, you get 25% off a purchase in the store.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out. I might have to. I'm gonna have to see where my life is at that point, but I'm interested in that. I might be doing that block of the month. I'm gonna put it on my calendar for to recheck it in like November.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I mean, it would be a new sew along for the new year. Although I don't know. I might like show what I'm doing, but no, I don't want to do it like as in, we're gonna do a block or whatever. But the one I pulled the trigger on today, oh my God, Chaunda,
I remember that one.
I'm super excited. I can't. How many are we supposed to have in this thing? 40, it says. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 6, 6, 7, 38, 39. And that's 40. Hi, how you doing, Jess? And how was your day? Try to empty the fridge, Katy. Yeah, we'll probably be doing that. And I need to rearrange my freezers to make sure there's no, probably do that in a couple of weeks. I'm a little bit worried about what I'm going to do the first night we're in Copenhagen, because we'll land in Copenhagen in the afternoon. And I know that there's a store just down the road from the hotel, but when, to buy raw meat for Nora, the thing is we're only going to be there one day, and then the next day we're going to drive to Fano. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do with what's left over in the meat pack? You know what I mean? I don't know, unless I could talk them into selling me like a small amount of hamburger, and just buy, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that situation. Because once we get to Fano, then I could just buy food and put it in the refrigerator. Because I was gonna do that anyway. Trying to figure out what to do about Nora's situation. Because I'm not feeding her kibble. She hadn't had kibble in, goodness gracious, 7 years.
Right.
Still looking at it, Chaunda. Debating.
Yeah, I am. I'm so now I'm like, I'm okay. Let me stop. I'm going down this rabbit hole. Let me stop. I'll look at it later.
Well, I wanted you to, because I saw that, and I'm like, oh my God, it would be fun to do it with some, you and I could do it together if you wanted to.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a good time.
Yeah, because it'll start the new year. We should be finishing up on everything else.
The only thing is, for some of that stuff, I know I'm going to need the instruction.
Yep, same for me too, especially all that. Apparently, from what she said on the video too, the parts for the flower pieces, she showed what it's good. She actually showed up a close up of what it looks like. So it's going to be the kind where it won't have raw edges, put it that way. And but she made a comment and showed us the plate. You might be able, if you have an AccuQuilt, you could buy the plate for those flower pieces.
Oh, really now?
Yeah.
I have one of those.
Yep. So that she said they would announce when it could be bought, but the plate is being worked on. She showed the example of the plate. I'm like, wow.
I wish they had the fabric instructions. I'm gonna look at the video and see if maybe she gives them the fabric requirements.
Yeah,
I'm curious about. That's what I was trying to find.
And it didn't show up.
I didn't see it. Just scrolling through, I didn't see it anywhere.
Let me go find the YouTube channel video that I watched yesterday.
Yeah, I found the video on YouTube and and on Facebook, but I didn't want to watch it while I was on stream, so I was looking to see if it was printed somewhere or if there was a picture of it somewhere, an image, but I didn't see it.
Giovanna says we have butchers in the supermarkets here that sell you fresh minced meat by the weight you want. Okay, that's what I was going to try to see if I could just ask them for a small amount, pay for that. She's going to need bone, or either I need to buy And you can't buy egg by itself. That's not going to happen. So I have to figure out the thing. She could go one day without bone if she had to. So, and then I'll just make up for it the next day. Because normally I would feed a little hamburger or lamb, or I don't know, maybe they could sell me a piece of lamb for by the weight. Maybe they could do that. And the lamb will already have the bone in it. I don't know. Thanks for that advice, Giovanna, because I'll look into that for sure.
There you go. Party.
I'm gonna run and grab my other crochet hook. I can't keep my tension right with that hook.
This hook I'm using right now, the part of it up here where the hook is at,
Yeah,
it's got a Sharpie on it and it keeps hanging on the yarn.
that would drive me nuts.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know why it feels sharp like that. Normally these bait hooks don't do that.
Every once in a while, I'll get one that it's just like, nope, I can't deal with you.
Yeah, and I'm having trouble finding these hooks as with the bamboo handle on them. Melanie says, my younger sister is coming over to pick up all of my yarn and crochet stuff that I haven't touched in years. She's recently retired and wants to make for a refuge. Oh, wow. And then Giovanna says, if the meat is fresh, it can last one day out of the refrigerator in a freezer bag. Okay. Because I know the hotel has ice and I always could pack, put it in a bag and then get another bag and pack it in ice and take it in the car that way.
Right.
Might could buy a disposable cooler at the store. I hadn't thought of that, but they
I
may
was
have
gonna
one.
say, yeah, a little cooler too.
Yeah, because it is Denmark, so I might be able to find those kinds of things.
Or do you have like a small insulated bag that you could just put it in?
No, but I bet I could buy one.
Like a lunch bag, I mean.
Yeah, yeah. I'll look at the store and see if they have some up there. They might. Yeah, because that's a good idea. Because I just need it. I need to make sure that it doesn't spoil.
Right.
Because I don't need a sick dog on my hands.
Okay, this is probably one of my favorite yarns. It's just so pretty.
It is pretty.
I love how it just changes colors like every other stitch.
I'll do that, Giovanna. Oh, she's talking about the same kind of bag as what you're talking about. That type of freezer bag. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's one of those insulated things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh, that's not what it said. Change in the next 3. Ooh, I jumped the gun. Put one too many in here. They cost like €1 here, the bag that is. Okay. I'm sure it's the same there.
gotta do a better job keeping up with my hooks. I can't find either of my Clover 5.5mm hook.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so I found this little mini caddy on Amazon that I actually love for my hooks.
How much did you pay for that one? Because those are sold on the they're also sold on the Fat Quarter Shop, only they're more pricier.
$10.
How much are they? I'm wondering how much Fat Quarter Shop sell. I think they're more on Fat Quarter Shop. But I also saw them somewhere else that was even cheaper than the 10, I think.
Yeah, I have one of those, Andy, but if you don't put the hook in it,
Put
it's
your
not very
hook in it.
it's not very helpful.
And Giovanna says, I'm off to bed. Well, I'm already in bed. Cindy Surette, and thank you for the great advice. I will definitely do that because I've been racking my brains on what to do to solve this little problem.
Good night, hon.
Good night.
Yeah, she stayed up late the other night. She was still up when I went live.
Yes, she was. Kind of wondering why that So Sampler box hasn't shown up yet. Should be here.
Let's see. Mine came. Yeah, you should have had it. I've had mine for like over 2 weeks. I haven't opened it yet.
Yeah, it should be here by now. Maybe it'll be here this week. I think that something was going on in Nuke, and so planes weren't landing, which is not surprising. Every time they get
I've never been a fan of plastic crochet hooks, but these right here, I don't mind them at all.
you don't like it or you do.
I normally don't. But I tried this set out. I don't know why.
It looks like it's sliding through there pretty good.
Yeah, that's it's really good. I'm shocked.
Wow.
Right?
I'm shocked because I've tried many a plastic hook. I've tried resin hooks. I don't like either one. I don't like plastic or resin. But I got this little kit of interchangeable ones for $25. I don't know why. I don't need them. But I saw it. I was like, oh, let's try them.
You probably wanted to try them and see if they were, you know.
I'm pleasantly surprised with how good these things perform. Because I hated the prim ones because they made a noise.
Yeah. Oh yeah, squeaking.
Yeah, I hated it. And so I thought these were going to do the same thing, and I'd end up sending them back to Amazon, but
they shouldn't squeak, which means they're not something about the way they made them makes them that way.
Well, I think it's like because acrylic is basically fancy plastic.
Yep.
And so plastic on plastic is just gonna sometimes not work so well. But
what did I do with that bag, man? I was gonna look and never mind. Forget it. Hi,
25 bucks, and you get everything from 4mm to 10mm.
Oh wow. Hey Robin, it's good to see you. Melanie says, Katie, you can get those holders at Walmart in the makeup area. Yeah, a lot cheaper. Yeah, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember where I'd seen it at. But I was like, oh, those are sold in Fat Quarter Shop and they got them in here.
I will say the first time I ever saw them was Fat Quarter Shop, and that was the first one I ever got. Was in a So Sampler.
Yep.
Since then, I've seen them everywhere.
Yeah.
I think they might have had like a patent or something maybe at first, but
it was like like they use them in health and beauty aid. This hook is bugging me. I need to find a different 4mm. And Robin says, hello, Chaunda. I just received a notification of your video. I'll watch it after this.
Yeah, I finally posted something. And after this live, I have to make another video to post for tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do a Memorial Day live.
Cool. What day is you're gonna go live? Did I just hear right?
You
Uh,
did. I-
No.
yeah. So I have to go see who else is going live and like pick a time.
What day is
Does-
that on?
What's
Monday.
that Monday the 25th.
I'll make sure to put it on my calendar. Go watch Chaunda go live.
Yep.
If you
Yeah,
need a
we'll have
wingman,
to
just
celebrate.
holler.
I definitely will, Katie. You know I will.
Yeah, if you need a wingman, I'm your man.
Yeah, we'll have to celebrate Jason's birthday that day because he usually lands on the weekend. But his is the 26th.
Oh, okay.
We'll
That
tell him I'll say
Tuesday.
happy birthday.
Yeah, so he'll have to go back to work.
Oh,
Lame.
Yeah,
I think your birthday should always be like a day off. I think everybody should get paid
yeah, they should
to
get that
not
day.
work on their
That's
birthday.
right.
You know what's funny? I worked every day for my birthday until I stopped working. I
Yeah.
never got it off.
I normally ended up taking my birthday off, but only because it falls around Labor Day and my family reunion. And so I normally had to take off from my family reunion, but it was never really taking off for my birthday to do something for me.
Yeah, I never really celebrated my birthday, so I didn't do anything.
Robin says hi to Andy.
Hi.
Let's see how many people have voted on this poll right now. We got 30 votes. Y'all need to vote. So the newest question is, what is the modern equivalent of the word erstwhile? Is it option A, hidden? Is it option B, former? Is it option C, current? Or is it option D, future?
Let me go ahead.
And right now, there's a mixed bag of voting here out of 30 votes. So far, 13% voted for hidden, 43 have voted for former, 27 have voted for current, and 17% have voted for future. So in a little while, I'll give you all the answer. Tomorrow morning, I have a video, whatever you conference with a doctor in Nuke.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It'll be first time doing it.
Yes.
I like a good virtual visit.
I know, right?
I've been doing them for a few years now. Like if I don't need blood work and
I
like
did
it's
blood
just a
work and
follow up,
EKG on me last week.
yeah, then it's like why do I need to drive over there?
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I haven't been able to do virtual visits in so long because they always want to see me. They're like, nope, we need to put hands on you. And I'm like, I don't want you to put hands on me. Thank you. But I am a weird specimen.
I get it with, if you've got multiple things going on and they want to just make sure.
Right?
Have you always had some of these things when you were, when you were a kid, did you have some of these things?
So all these weird things started happening to me when I was a teenager.
Oh,
Yeah. And then they just didn't know what it was. And then when I went off to college and I came back, it morphed into the CIU, which is what I having the outbreak of again right now. So I've had that for almost, my gosh, 26 years now, 27 years. We've had it for a long time.
Wow.
And then with them trying to treat that, they were pretty sure that's why I got the fibromyalgia and, have had some of the other issues because of all the medications to treat, you know. So chronic illness upon chronic illness upon chronic illness.
Yeah, I always worry about my middle daughter developing like kind of chronic autoimmune conditions.
Right.
She's just always kind of got something going on.
Yeah. Well, see, and that's the thing is that my body does not work right, and there's nothing they can do to fix it. And it's mainly because of long-term effects of some of the medications I've been on, but then also, with the cancer treatment, the way my body, you know, reacted afterwards, that's kind of just how it is. There's just like nothing to do after that.
Hi, Vicky Bush. Welcome, welcome.
So, I mean, it's kind of just what it is.
Like damned if you do, damned if you don't, kind of.
Exactly. So I mean, it's like, yes, my food digests only 20% to everybody's average 80%, or, like it's really weird, stuff like that.
I think you manage it really well. I've seen a lot of people that have issues and they just it I respect that your positivity as you deal with it is what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah. So that's my motto. Like, I mean, you got to just find things that make you happy and keep going, because I mean, if you can make yourself smile and make somebody else smile, then that's what it's all about,
100%.
And everybody can teach somebody something from what they've learned. So there's somebody out there who can benefit from the stuff I've gone through. And I've already helped a lot of people that I've met along the years through the different medical problems I've dealt with. Even recently, I've helped a few people from YouTube. So, I mean, just stuff that I've been through will help other people. So, might as well.
It's just such a good attitude. I've seen people not have such a great attitude.
Right. Well, and that's like I say, that's just not going to get you anywhere. I mean,
and I know it's difficult. I can't imagine how difficult it is to stay positive. But
it is. And there are days when I'm not in the best mindset and stuff, but Jason really helps me pull myself out of the gutter if I get that far down.
it's definitely nice to have that.
Yes. So it's just you gotta find something, like that makes you happy, and do that. There you go.
Kudos to you.
Thank you. And there's one thing that's the one thing I told my grandma before she passed while I was taking care of her. She's like, please don't go back to retail management. Please just do your own business and sell your stuff, because you're so good at it and people love it and makes you happy. So, I nothing makes me happier than to see somebody come to my booth and the smile they get on their face when they pick something up and they get all excited. It like really makes me very happy.
I definitely was experiencing what you're talking about this past weekend.
It just tickles your soul, It's like,
Yeah.
like just seeing how happy they get, and it makes you happy, and it's just joy, pure joy.
It definitely made me want to make some more stuff.
Exactly, right?
Mm-hmm. Maybe I could sell some of them at the Christmas bazaar.
Yeah. That's why I can't really mass produce things. It's really hard for me because I like to make everything different and unique. So
Mm-hmm.
each year, even if I'm making the same thing, it's always different because I don't want it to be the same. I want it to be different.
Yep, makes
I
total
get
sense to
that.
me. I want to figure out how to make a ulu. You know, it's like this pattern. You know, they really like the cherries, but I bet if I put an ulu on it instead, it probably would sell faster.
Oh,
But I
that's a good
can't figure out
idea.
how to do it, you know,
Um, Grit it out.
grit it out.
Yeah, grit it out. It'll be
See,
easy.
yeah.
It's kind of like just like a mosaic almost. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's why I'm always changing up what I'm doing and mixing different things in, trying new things because I don't want to be the same. I always want to be different. I always want to, just do my thing. I don't want to be like everybody else either.
Yep.
You definitely have some unique creations, Andi.
But thank you. There is a running joke though, at all the big shows, I am the trendsetter because whatever I was doing the year before, you'll see everybody doing it the next year.
They're biting your style, Andi.
I know. But, I guess that's a good compliment too.
It's an excellent compliment.
Ugh. But yeah, that's all I can say is just, you know, especially if you have lots of hardships and mental illnesses or physical
Mhm.
illnesses or chronic illnesses, you have to find something that kind of gets your mind away from that, whether it's crafting something, reading, you can be writing, journaling, maybe you're into animation, just anything to put your mind on something else.
Mhm.
It'll distract you from, and like kind of create that barrier so that you can have and not live in that sad little bubble.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. That's mine is definitely stress relief, and just so I can not think about anything else. Because when I'm doing this, I'm not thinking about what's going on in my life. I'm just thinking about this.
Exactly.
It's just a respite for me. So
Yeah, and then when you finish something or accomplish something, you get that little euphoric feeling. And
and even when I'm not crafting, just planning a craft, like planning what I'm going to do next, looking at what I want to make, like even that is like, you know, a stress reliever.
exactly.
Hey, who is the feral quilter? I've subbed her. I don't know a lot about her, but I've watched some of her videos, Melanie. Or I've watched her lives. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. I have been on her live a few times watching, meaning in the chat, but I don't know a lot about her.
I think it's because Nightbot just dropped the channel.
Oh, did it? What? No.
It says stroll on over to the Feral Quilters channel and subscribe.
Oh. Did you say that? Man, what was I doing? Was I drunk or something?
I don't know. Oh, okay, Robin. Hi, Andrea. Hugs to you.
Mom says we're having thunderstorms. My phone is buffering, so I'll be back. Okay, sweetie, be careful. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Andrea, I sent you some email or an email and a message. And she says, quilting and crocheting has gotten her through some really tough times. Mm. Maybe I thought, maybe I shared it to start with because I thought she was gonna, I don't know what I was thinking. I'll figure it out.
Andrea, hey Melanie, hey Vicky, hey Robin.
I've been watched a few of her lives, but she looks like she's quite talented in what she's making. Like she's been doing it for a while. Andrea says it certainly has been a lifesaver this last month. Oh, I know it has. Okay, we've done this one. Did I count them yet? No. Wait, maybe I did. No, I haven't counted them yet. 1, 2, 3, 4.
She said, repeat, Katie. I was typing and not looking at the captions.
I sent you an email and I also sent you a text message on Messenger.
So it's funny. I lost my, well, I didn't lose it. It's in one of these bins that are blocked by bins of fabric.
Mhm.
my blocking station for my squares. So I'm just printing one real quick on my printer.
I actually have some mats that I can block on, and I've got these they're called tea needles or something like that.
Right.
And I'm going to need to break them out so I can block all those squares since some of them are wonky looking.
I have yet to block a project.
I'm only going to block the squares so that by the time we get around to actually doing something with them, maybe they'll all be the same size.
I mainly want to block them so that I can see how many stitches clearly without having to, and then I can determine how I'm going to sew or crochet them all together.
Yes. Depending on how many I get by the time we actually do this project, I might make some really funky thing. You never
Okay.
know.
You never know.
My squares are meant for a
I know
small
one thing. I want to make a grayish blue and white quilt. Not quilt, sorry. A grayish blue and white Afghan, because I think those two colors, like that off-white, not the white, the off-white, and then use that bluish gray color blue. They really do go well together.
They do. Ah. What were you saying, Chaunda?
I've already forgotten.
What was that? I couldn't hear her.
I've already forgotten.
Oh.
I always tell Katie, I'm like, look, ma'am, it's not, don't take offense, but I have the worst memory on earth.
It's okay. I have a Dory memory.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Or, yes.
I remember how to do my crafts. I remember how to do my job. And everything else just kind of goes in one
Don't
ear and
ask
out
me
the
to
other.
repeat something, right?
I will tell you, I can remember all of the patterns I've designed, and I do not know how I remember them. But like, there's the most random things I cannot remember, like basic things. I'm like, what the? I can remember lyrics to songs that I haven't heard in like 20 years, but I cannot remember certain things.
Yes.
Same.
I can remember lyrics to like my 3rd grade school play, but I cannot tell you what I had for breakfast yesterday.
Yep. Maybe because we don't remember certain things, maybe it's because we do the same thing, we repeat, do these actions, and it's like your brain kind of like just pushes it aside because it's not important.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's not relevant to me right
Yeah.
now. So if it's not relevant to me right now, then my brain says not important and it just discards it. It drives Adrian nuts because he'd be like, I just told you this. And I'm like, tell me again.
Yeah, but why do I need to remember all of the lyrics to the VeggieTales movie
I don't know. I
that I
don't know.
haven't seen since I was a kid?
It just I think it's the amount of times we repeat it though, you know? Because you probably saw that movie like 10 times at least when you were a kid.
Oh, like 100.
And
Oh,
so
wow.
it's like learning the alphabet at that point, and you're just gonna always remember versus somebody telling you something once or twice.
Which reminds me, I wanted to ask Jody a question since she just said something again. Hey, when you're going into the secondhand store and you're looking at all the different things you're work because she makes videos about it on her marketplace boutique channel. Um, how often do you see made quilts and that are handmade quilts like what me and Chaunda does? Um, how often do you see those? And what kind of price tags do you usually see on them? I'm curious um about that.
I will tell you when I go and I see them up at the fairs that I do, they're usually never below $100.
I was getting ready to
Okay.
say I've never seen a quilt for less than $100. And
They-
if I
and
did,
if they are at $100, it's a baby quilt.
or it's
Okay.
like a bit it's like newly made but more vintage looking. So like really simple, like just simple squares, maybe like it's not like Riley Blake fabric or Moda fabric. It's more like vintage
Like
fabric that you might have cut from a shirt, and it's basically just squares sewn together.
repurposed fabric, yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Or
Thank you.
yeah,
Perfect word for it.
repurposed.
She was in Goodwill the other day and she briefly showed a couple that were hanging up and I was just wondering what kind of price tag were on those because I only saw the one where it looked like it was actually handmade and the rest of it wasn't handmade and I was curious to know about the price. She said every time usually under $10. Really?
Yeah,
What size are they?
the Goodwill will put them anywhere from $10 to $40, just depending on the level and color. My grandma
Wow.
always looked at, because my grandma and her family were all quilt makers, and they've been that way for like 15 years. Goodwill is so weird with quilts.
So if you went and bought them from the Goodwill, you could turn around for that price. You could turn around and if you saw something catching your eye, buy them for that cheap price and then, do whatever.
Yeah, a lot of people will buy like either crocheted blankets or quilts and they'll add to them.
Oh,
So what they'll do is they'll add extra rows or take off parts and like redo the bindings, things like that. The backing to like give it an upgrade or upscale it or what have you.
Jody says she should buy them more. Hey, it would be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I tried to buy because me and my grandma always went to the Goodwill. I tried to buy a quilt from there once, and my grandma was like, "Do not buy that,"
Oh, did she?
because it wasn't a very well done one. It's
Ah,
like, "Do not buy that," and I'm like, "Okay, grandma." But in all fairness, it's not like she didn't have like 100+ quilts in her house.
She probably meant to say the ones I've got are way better than whatever that is. So just
It is. Well, I
um
still have the one that she gave me when she moved away because she's like, "This is the quilt you get when I die." And I'm like, "Grandma, you're not dying yet." And then she's like, "No, but you get it now." And I'm like, "Okay, Grandma."
Jody says Goodwill bins are $1.60 a pound. She says she sold a lot of those. Wow.
Now, I will tell you that that's where we're going to be going this weekend for my birthday.
Mhm.
Is they've been having some really good craft lots lately. And there's 2 Goodwills I always hit up to go check them out. So I told Jason, hey, can we do whatever I want on my birthday? He's like, yep. And I was like, okay, we're going to go thrifting. You never know what you're going to find.
That's true. You won't until you go look.
Exactly.
I need to destash.
Do you ever see sewing machines in the shops that you go to, Jody?
Probably.
My first Janome I got from a Goodwill.
Ah.
And I only paid $25 for it. All I had to do was buy a power cord.
What?
Wow.
That is awesome.
I know. And it lasted me for a good 10 years or so before it finally kaputted.
I think I might be doing this wrong this go around. No, I'm not. I'm doing fine.
Ah. Now this is going to be a true scrappy bag.
That's what you're gonna use your squares for?
Oh,
I don't know if it's going to be.
there shouldn't be
bad.
anything costing money. I hope not. Jody says community shop. She does the Bibles for missions. Cool.
I've been on Facebook Marketplace lately. I had to get off there because I guess people are destashing. Because I went up there because I wanted to destash and I wanted to see what was up there and what people were charging. I had to I had to get off because they had such good prices on stuff. I'm like, I'm not up here to buy stuff. I'm up here to see what y'all are selling your stuff for so I can sell my stuff. So I had to exit.
Right.
Well, if it's boutiques, I want to see before you sell them.
Well, I was looking at I needed to destash my yarn.
Oh, okay.
I need to destash my fabric, but that's a project that I'm not ready for.
Wait, you're getting rid of yarn?
Yeah, I need to destash some of my yarn.
I like
Might want to
yarn.
talk to Andy first.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
yarn.
I'll have to work on it and I'll have to take some pictures and show you. But I think most of what I'm getting rid of is probably not stuff that you would want.
Hi, Blissful.
But
Mhm.
I'll definitely take some pictures.
Okay. Yeah, let me know because I'm all about that yarn. Oh, I've been whipping up a lot of crazy stuff. Sadly, I didn't realize I had gotten rid of a lot of my regular acrylic solid colors, so now I'm having to repurchase a lot.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. But that's okay. I've been buying as I need as I go because for the longest time I had to stop using it and I was just using like the Posh and the chenille.
I do have some chenille I'm destashing.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, I understand now. Yeah, because I can send the pictures of the Hoffman fabric. All I got to do is go to the Fat Quarter Shop and download them all.
I think I have 3 skeins of Bernat blanket and a blue that I don't like.
Ooh, I like Bernat.
And yeah, I just the blue color, I'm not a fan of the blue color. And then I just have some that I used it for a project already. And I'm one of those that once I use it, I don't really want to use it anymore.
Oh, gotcha.
But I had like some left over, and so I'm like, well,
No, I'm currently using up. I've used about half of what I bought from Frizzy from her D-stash sale. So, yeah, let me know.
and I don't know, I know I have some skeins of Premier Rustic, but that's like a category 5 that works up more like a 6 to me. And I have a crap ton of that, like 12 skeins.
Is it a acrylic?
Yes. I
Yeah,
believe
then
so.
I should be fine with that. Excuse me.
Yep. It was an acrylic.
I make the most random things, so
They don't carry it anymore, but this is the color. It
You
says
need to, Andrea, do you need to see the colors that I plan on using and the pattern I'm going to use it on? Because I bought the hand and soul today, and that's what I'm going to use my Hoffman challenge with. I'm going to use the quilt pattern for the Hoffman challenge, and I already got my fabric colors for it. Yeah,
So for the
from
heart and soul, you know what you're using?
yeah, I'm going so I'm going to use the pattern for the Hoffman challenge with the coffee shop fabric and the additional stuff I bought to go with the coffee shop fabric.
Okay.
And so I could enter 2 categories with that one quilt. One for piecing and one for modern. She says, yes and yes. I'll send you the info and see what you can do.
and I did like that color, Chaunda.
Okay. All right. I'll take some better pictures and some good light, and I'll let you get first dibs there.
Yeah.
Hey, Laura, how are you doing?
Hey, Laura.
She says hi to all of us.
I haven't seen you in a month of Sundays.
Oh, I've made 5 granny squares.
Oh, it's okay, Andrea. I don't need it like
Fast, Andy.
tomorrow.
Gee.
I don't need it for like tomorrow because I got to figure out. Yeah, I was kind of what I wanted to do. The reason I asked you about it was I wanted to see, based on the colors that I'm going to use, what it would look like in the pattern itself. So that I could figure out how I'm going to use exactly how, because I have to make sure that the five of those colors have to be prominent. One of them I'm using as a background, and that definitely will take That leaves me with 4 that I need to make sure shows up regularly throughout the pattern. And then I'm gonna use turquoise and thinking about using one warm color or either use a pink. I'm really thinking about using a pink. Or it looks pink to me, but it's actually got 4 different colors in it, actually. They said it had raspberry, purple, pink, and some other color in it. But when you look at it, it looks pink to me. What time is it now? Let me see. Oh, in about 15 minutes, we'll answer that poll.
I need to get it to come back up.
Hello, Amanda. She says, how's everybody doing today?
Hey, Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
What is the...
She says, I will have tomorrow's done I will have tomorrow's done and to you ahead of Thursday's. Oh, ahead of, okay. Yeah, because we're going to start sewing these blocks together.
Hi, Amanda.
Oh, darn, I went through the wrong side of that. Let's see, this is that one and this one. Okay. Hey, Lynn, how are you? She says, I'm just, yeah, she just answered the question.
Hey, Babs.
We need to do 5.
Well,
Set
shit, Laura.
starting mark for 10 jewels. What does that mean?
She sent a gift.
To me?
Yeah.
Where?
You have gifts and super chats on, so it's like little emojis.
Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate that. She said, wait, sorry, today is Tuesday, laugh out loud. I was thinking it was Wednesday. No. That's why I sent it today, because I didn't want you waiting to do it. I didn't want you to have to do it at the last minute, putting it that way, like we did last week. She ended up doing the graphic in the live, and I didn't want to put that pressure on her. She's writing my pattern for me, Chaunda.
Nice.
I mean, you know what I mean.
Formatting it and stuff.
Getting it where it makes sense.
Thank you, because I was struggling.
Yep. And she made some graphics to go with it. It looks really nice. She corrected some of the way I wrote it because, and I'm glad. You and I need to get with you for the mathematics for the next portion, if you don't mind, Chaunda.
Yeah, I kind of left you high and dry on the border.
Yeah, we got to deal with the border because that's upcoming.
Sorry about that. Yeah, everything happened with my aunt, and I just kind of threw everything to the wayside.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm not, we don't, so we're going to sew the blocks together tomorrow and start sewing the rows together. So the following 2 weeks, wait, I need to figure out the math so that I can have.
And your blocks are 8.5 inches unfinished, right?
Yeah, they're 8.5 unfinished. And that other block, the
half block is 4.5.
Yeah, unfinished. because I'll need it. We'll need to get the math done before the 28th, because that's when we'll start working on the border.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm mainly going to give them the math to cut or get the pieces they need. Give them the math to cut everything, and then I don't know if that yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. Because I'm thinking we'll have this finished by maybe we'll have it finished before I make my trip to Denmark.
Nice.
Maybe. We'll see. Lynn says, Andrea, you are very talented to be a pattern creator. See, Chaunda's been helping me with the math and trying to rewrite my pattern, and man, it's been a hot mess, hasn't it, Chaunda?
I wouldn't say a hot mess.
And so what I've been doing is writing what we're doing, and then Andrea's been putting it into the pattern.
Well, that's cool that you've been doing that.
Yeah, let me show you what. Let me see here. Look, here's what the so wait, I still got to print out the second or third part. So look, I did plan this out in black and white on purpose, but look, she made this colorful, and I need to print out the colored part of it. But there's a color page and everything. So, and then this is parts 1, and I think this is 1, and here's part 1, part 2. Yeah, this is part 1 and 2. And then I now have part 3 that I need to print out, but I'm gonna print it all out in color so you guys can see. She's making a nice pattern out of it. I told her she needs to put her name on there as being maybe you call it the pattern editor. Is that what you call it? I don't know. What do you call it when all of it came out of my head, but she's the one that's putting it into a pattern. She should get credit for doing that part, because I didn't write it put it into a pattern itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and she definitely, I would say maybe editor and illustrator.
Yeah, editor. Yeah, editor and illustrator. Yeah, that's a good title. She's my editor illustrator. I really need to learn some of that software, especially EC8. Sherry was going to walk me through using EC8, but she's been busy, and so have I.
Yeah,
Laura says, yes, you're the pattern designer and she is the writer. There we go.
Okay,
Hi,
there we go.
Timothy. Hooking with friends caught my eye. Someone just texted me. Wonder who? Maybe it's my honey.
Ooh. I got a text from my honey too.
Did you?
Yes. He's gonna make me dinner.
I don't think people appreciate how nice it is to have someone make you dinner.
I know, right?
To not have to think about the like or plan what you're gonna cook, to not have to cook it, and then to not have to clean up after. It's such a blessing.
Well, I will tell you that I made the best steak I've ever made last night
Oh
with
yeah.
salad, and my hubby did the dishes for me.
Nice.
I'm gonna run and take some medicine real quick. I'll be right back.
Hey, Patty. Okay. See you when you get back. Robert Kaufman Quilting Math is the name of the app and it's free. Oh, okay. And Patty says, hello, everyone. Hope you all are doing well today. Yes, we are. And I hope you are too, Patty.
Hey, Patty.
Although I'm sitting over here thinking it's a little bit stuffy in this room. I really don't want to open the door. You know why? Because I turned the thermostat down on the boiler some more.
Ugh. Okay, I'm back.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Babs went to Michael's and Hobby Lobby.
Uh-oh. She got some. She says there's so many crochet books. Oh, I bet. Hey, Janet. She says, hi, everyone. Katy tracking today says it's in Denmark. Ooh, so maybe by Thursday or tomorrow.
Actually, I found a book I didn't know I had. Where'd it go? When I was going through the crochet books I have, which I don't even look at any of them. Sometimes I just buy them because I'm like, oh, that's cute.
Oh, let's see. Chaunda's you're working on a scarf or a blanket?
A wrap.
A wrap. So
A very,
Chaunda's
very, 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 very big wrap.
Chaunda is crocheting a wrap, and Andi is crocheting granny squares at the moment, and I'm crocheting a pot holder. And that's what hooking is. We're using crochet hooks to crochet with.
Oh, I am
That's what
flashing.
hooking means. Oh,
Did I ever show you this book?
no, you did
I-
not. Oh, wait a minute. We need to spotlight you.
So I found this before Joann's closed down because I wanted to make the dragonflies and the moths and stuff.
Look at that cute little beetle.
Oh, I know. So
Hang
this
on a
is
minute. I got to fix this. Hang on a minute. No,
this
put
is
it back.
obviously little crochet
Here we go. Wow. So
where you
small
use
thread.
wire and
Gorgeous.
stuff. Yeah. So I've really got to do these because look how pretty they
Butterflies
are.
pretty.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when I was going through, I was like, oh my
Look at
gosh.
that. That's a cicada, the one on the left.
Yeah, that's a cicada. But then let me find so there's the zebra swallowtail.
Hey, Happy. It's good to see you.
Are they using thread for that?
It looks like
Probably either number 10 or number 8.
the moss. Hold on. Let me find it.
Unless they went
So
smaller.
they're using the mohair and the silk, but the thing is that I wanted to use regular yarn and see how it turns out.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it has like diagrams and stuff, which I'm
Mhm.
learning to draw. But where's the other one? There's one I wanted to show you. Hold on. The reason I bought this book was for the moth, but there's another one, this dragonfly.
Oh, look at
Wow.
that.
Look at that. It really looks like a real one too, don't it?
How
I
delicate it
know.
It
looks.
is so cool.
It is super cool.
I can see you figuring this out.
Yeah, so this one actually uses the metallic embroidery thread for the wings.
Wow. Timothy says, wonderful. Learn something new. I will stay a while. Thank you. You're welcome to stay.
Hey, Timothy.
Oh, look at this one.
Oh
You
my
sew
gosh.
beads on
Oh,
it.
look at
Could
that.
you imagine what somebody would do if they saw that laying on the table?
I mean, because then it would be me and it would be my hand going split. No, I'd be running.
Be
I'd be
screaming,
running.
yep.
I'd take off running.
So there's this one girl at my oddity fest, and she always has her pet cockroaches, her hissing cockroaches, and her spiders.
Real
And I don't
ones?
like them, but I think they're cute. But I don't like them, and I just like look at them in their cages, and everybody wants to pet them, and I'm like, no, I'll just look at
Oh,
them.
good.
Yeah, but no, they're just so cute.
They are
They're
cute.
beautiful.
So if you guys are interested, it's crochet bees, bugs, and butterflies.
Happy says, wow, those bugs are amazing.
I know, right? I mean, I can make like dragons and stuff out of just the beads, the little seed beads and stuff, but
Mhm.
it's really cool to see them with that technique with the really, it looks like they add wire in there, but they don't. So I don't know.
Andrea says, when I was younger and before arthritis and poor eyesight took over, I used to test patterns for a crochet pattern designer out of India. I did a lot of that kind of work for her. Oh, wow.
That's cool.
I used to test crochet patterns too.
Yeah,
And
I've
then I
never
got
tested a crochet
sidetracked with
pattern.
fabric. Sorry, Chaunda, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine. I just said I never tested a crochet pattern before. Only a quilt pattern.
Speaking of, I rewrote the pattern for you. I just have to send it to you, Shonda, so you could test my pattern.
Okay, cool. It'll be my first. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. So it's this pattern. It's the bunny.
Oh,
Oh, look.
He doesn't have his face, but
Did you get I love the floppy ears.
yeah, it's lappy. Oh, here's another version of him, smaller.
Mine is gonna be in like in a blue variegated.
Yeah,
I already
yes.
know what yarn I'm using.
I have one here that's regular. So you can make him with any kind of yarn.
Oh, look how tiny it is.
Yeah,
yep.
No,
I'm
I got
very
that blue
happy.
variegated Bernat blanket that I am in love with, and so I'll probably use that.
I will tell you, it works up so much better with fluffy yarn. It's so squishy. I might be impartial, but I like the squishy factor.
I think it'll make a great baby gift. That's what mine is gonna be for.
Yes. And then Giovanna wants me to make a diagram for my cat pattern. So I might have that available for everybody.
Cool. Andrea says she also used to take those charts that Andy was showing and write out the patterns for them. And Blissful says, aw, and then Lynn says, that's gorgeous.
Well, can you do the reverse and I'll write out the pattern and you make me a chart.
Yeah, reading a chart is a completely different skill.
I'm actually picking it up quite well. I don't know if I have my book here, but I showed you that diagram that I was making,
Yeah.
but I actually diagrammed it out. So I did pretty good with graph paper.
Like I can understand it, but like trying to follow it while I'm working is I can't. I'm not there yet.
Blissful says, went to Five Below and they only had the Winnie the Pooh kit. I went to get the stitch, but no, didn't have it, but managed to spend $100.
Yeah, Babs, do you need me to go back and get you one? There was 4 different stitch ones at the one across the street from my house. I got a one of those pattern boxes I'll show you from Five Below so that I could test it out for my channel and see how good they are.
Oh, look, that's cute.
Yeah, so I got the one with the flower,
is
but there's
cute.
one with like a ukulele. And then I forgot the other 2.
Every time I go into my Five Below, they never have anything like that. Like they always have the
Andrea says she
jankiest
can do
stuff.
that. She loves working from charts. That is how she does all her doilies and tablecloths.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm actually I can read the chart very well. I don't have a problem with that. It's just trying to design the chart from the pattern. I'm trying to make sure I put everything in the right place to where it makes sense, because it makes sense in my head, but I don't know if it makes sense in people who actually follow charts heads. You know what I mean? Because I wrote the pattern out first.
Oh, I did catch it.
But I will say, learning it from the Russian lady really helped. Like, doing her pattern first really made it really easy for me to learn it. Because hers were a very complicated pattern. And I just jumped in the deep end and was like, okay, we're doing this.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need more practice with charts.
Yeah.
It's just it just because I'm like I can read it just much slower
Right.
than me actually just reading words, you know?
I would say the best thing to do, there was a suggestion from somebody, which I didn't do, but the best thing to do is to like print it out and then get like a highlighter so that you can highlight the round.
Oh, okay,
And then
gotcha.
that way you know you're done with that round and then you can move on to the next one.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I'm starting to get a deep voice because I'm having one of my flares.
I always
Are
have a
you
deep voice, don't
uncomfortable?
worry about it.
That's why I went to go take some medicine. Like I said, they hit me whenever. It doesn't matter what I'm doing.
It's just random.
Yeah, and then, you know, my next bout of meds isn't for another 6 hours, so
Let's do this poll just in case you have to leave. All right. We now have 41 votes, and it says, what is the modern equivalent of the word erstwhile? Is it A, hidden, B, former, C, current, or D, future? So 12% voted on hidden, 44% voted on former, 29% voted on current, 15% voted on future. Now, this question I got right. And the only reason I think I got it right was because of the way that word was written. The answer is B, former.
darn, I missed it.
So they're talking about the past.
I think I only got it because I remember reading it in text before. And that's how it was used.
Yeah, that one we did the last live, that was a doozy one because I got it wrong. So did a lot of people.
I think in my head, I was thinking erstwhile was current. That's
Well,
where I was
I knew
going.
it had to be former or current. And I was trying to remember the context in which I had read it, but you know, I don't remember so well. So
Here, let me read what it says about it.
It's former.
This is what it's. Where'd you go? You disappeared. I know I didn't close that. Oh, there it is. Here's what it says about it. Former serves as the contemporary equivalent of the term erstwhile, both conveying the idea of something that was once in a particular state or role, but is no longer so, while erstwhile often carries a literary or formal tone. Former is more commonly used in everyday language, making it accessible to a broader audience. This transition reflects the evolution of language, where simpler terms often replace more archaic ones. You notice this is archaic. Whether referring to a former president, a bygone era, or past relationships, former effectively communicates the sense of something that has changed or is no longer in existence.
Okay.
Archaic. That's too funny.
I do like archaic.
Me too.
It's a fun word.
Yeah, it's a very fun word. I'm like, can we be any more archaic? Now, where did my live window disappear to? I have too many windows open. That's why I can't find what I'm looking for.
Right.
Well, I don't know. There's only like 50 of them sitting up here. I'm really bad
Say,
about
how
it.
many windows do you have up? I always have 2 windows open on
I
mine.
have 2 browsers open and both of them have multiple screens on, up on the tab, multiple tabs on it. It's usually when I'm researching something and I put it aside and then I come back and I keep thinking I need to go back and take care of it and I still haven't took care of it. It's still sitting there.
Gotcha. What did you just do?
Which is funny, but not funny because when my husband sees it, he just shakes his head and walks away. He's just like, you wonder why your laptop's slow. That is why it's slow. Oh, goodness. Oh, there it is. I found it finally. All right. I wish I could find I love doing these words, but I wish I could find a website where it shows some more older terms for different quilting words and different crocheting words or different crafting words that people don't use anymore, and see how many of us could actually know the answer for some of that stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, right.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah. I almost bought one of those embroidery books for me and my mom because I didn't know how long she was going to be in the hospital. And I was going to say, hey, we could brush up on all of our embroidery stitches and relearn all the old-timey techniques.
When I was a teenager, I knew how to embroider.
Oh, yeah, me too.
But I haven't done any embroidery since I became an adult.
It's been a little while for me too.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, that quilt top that you heard me and Chaunda talking about that's going to start in January, there's embroidery on it.
Nice.
Because there are little bee, you're going to put little embroidered bees on it.
Right.
Buzzing bees, honeybees.
Yeah.
Or bumblebees. I don't know which one that is. It looks more like a bumblebee to me.
Where is it? There's this cute little book. Let's see if I can find it. It's it's essentially a little kit where you it's like a journal kit where you do all your stitches. It's kind of fun.
Chaunda, I think all y'all's names need to be on it. Yours and Chaunda's.
Talking about
on the quilt.
Oh
yeah, the one that we're doing for the channel. So because I sent her what I tried to write, and she's also been helping with the math.
I think the main reason I struggle is because you were giving so many different options.
It's weird
to make it as open as possible.
Yeah. See what it is, Andy, is I have all this stuff in my head, but trying to put it in context or whatever, it's hard for me.
Oh, you should see the stuff that floats through my head. I have like 50 different books with half ideas everywhere, or half written patterns, or half.
So when I sent it to Chaunda, she was editing, and then she says, there's a couple spots I don't get. And when I read it, I'm like, that does sound like a hot mess. And so I ended up showing her what I was trying to do. And she, because sometimes us visual learners need to see it. And then between her and Andrea, they've been fixing all my little, So Sean, I want to show you something. So I went and sent her part 3, right, for when we start sewing the blocks. And I took a picture of it first. Let me find what I was drawing. But I took a picture of it and I sent her the picture, and then I got to looking at the picture and I'm like, that might not be exactly.
That's a pretty yarn, Andy. What is that?
Oh, sorry. I was still holding it. Yeah, I was waiting.
So I tried to be more, tried to make a better explanation right here by putting the arrows in between the blocks. Because I wasn't sure if I was explaining it right. You see that, Chaunda?
I did.
But that's what I did because I wanted to make sure I was explaining it right. So I drew a picture.
Oh gosh.
Well, thanks. Sometimes that's what you do.
Yep.
I absolutely love this colorway. It's one of my favorites.
Oh, look at Andrea, what she just said.
It reminds me of Red Heart. Is it Red Heart Roll With It Melange in the color Catwalk, but in a Bernat blanket? That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, so it is Red Heart. It's Monet.
That's pretty.
Andrea says, Katy, it is not always easy to get inside your head. Laugh out loud. Just kidding. Oh. I know you're kidding. I never professed to be someone who knew how to write a pattern. You know what I mean? I only know what's in here that I want it to look like.
Right.
Do they still make that yarn, Andy?
I don't know if they still make it. I remember that I was looking for it a few years back. Was it a couple years ago? Let me see.
I don't remember seeing it. When they did the Yarn Inspiration sale, I don't remember seeing a yarn called Monet.
Oh, it looks like you can get it on Mary Maxim.
Okay, gotcha.
So they do make it. Ooh, Michael's has a color that's close enough.
That's a gorgeous color.
I know, it's so pretty. I just love the way all the colors work together. Okay, I guess I'm going to Michael's tomorrow. I need more.
Time to put more money into the economy.
Yeah, it just doesn't have any of the yellow in it. That yellow really brings it out.
It does.
But yeah, so it looks like you can get it on Mary Maxim and, well, it says it has it on Yarn Inspirations. Let me see. It's in the jumbo. Excuse me.
Oh my goodness, this hook, I'm gonna toss it out the door. Keep snagging the yarn. I only have one of these 4mm ones, I think. I don't think I have another one. But it definitely has a Sharpie on the very tip of it.
Okay, it's out of stock.
Okay, so when I look at that yarn online, the picture is a lot less. It's a bit more pastel-y, whereas when I
Right.
look at it on your screen, it looks more jewel toned.
Right.
And that's probably why I passed it over.
Exactly. It's so pretty though. I think I have 2 more skeins of it left, so I'm like, I don't want to use it. It's gonna go away forever. I need more.
Andrea says, I never profess to be a mind reader either, but I try.
This is true.
And Andrea says, I have made several shawls and ponchos out of the yarn, Andy. Hey,
Nice.
Sandy. She says, hi to you, Andy.
Hi. Sandy Wandy, how are you?
Andy's got her sultry voice going.
I know.
Sounds like a radio, like a midnight storm, like nighttime radio.
At least it's not the deeper part. When it gets really deep, it's creepy. It's unfortunate, but it happens.
Don't they call that sultry?
Yes. One of my subscribers calls it my Kathleen Turner voice.
There you go. I love it.
Okay, I've made a mistake somewhere because there should not be a stitch left over. Now I gotta go back and figure out where I did it at. Because I don't want to rip the whole thing off. I don't have to. Have you drank anything, Andy?
Yeah. I'm gonna go take a little bit more medicine. I'll be right back.
Because I can tell you're having difficulties. If you need to get off, let us know, okay?
Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Poor thing.
Oh, found it.
What'd you find?
I skipped a stitch.
Oh.
Andrea says, I made all of the ladies in my prayer group at church prayer shawls. Several chose that yarn.
I bet. It's gorgeous. I think they have one called Artist Print also. I think that's the one that I like.
You know, your mic keeps going in and out.
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or maybe it's my laptop.
Let me check my settings.
No, it's like when she goes to speak, it goes lower.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's doing that.
See,
Oh,
now
that's
it's
better.
fine.
Yeah, because my mouth is on it. I'm like those ladies.
Sorry, that's not funny, but it's the way you said it.
I was doing one of these numbers.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see. Andrea says, last time I looked, I was only 106 away from 5. Oh, really? That's outstanding. She says she is 106 away from the 500 mark on her channel.
That is awesome.
I know what I'm going to do Thursday. We're going to do some plugging for Andrea. I didn't sound right, did it?
Oh no, it sounded fine. You made it dirty.
I did, and I didn't mean to. Do you notice somebody finally gave up pestering me?
Did she go lay down?
She did. She's very unhappy about her situation right now.
Well, she finally figured out that you're not going to give her any more food.
Nope. I mean, all I got to do is act like I'm walking toward the kitchen and she's hot on my tail. It's like, come on, you're not going to get anything.
Yeah. Poor thing.
So unloved.
Right. I figured out what Gizmo's problem is that once his daddy goes to bed, he knows that mommy will give him treats.
Ah,
So that's why he waits and then he starts barking at a certain time because he knows that I'll get up to give him treats so that daddy doesn't wake up.
so your dog is kind of like my dog. My dog associates lives with, and yours associates it with him going to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Are you interested in one of the most, oh, why am I reading that? I keep forgetting that's in there. I think everybody's probably watched the video by now. Probably could take it out of the bot now. But that was a cool video that person made.
Right. I don't know why I did two double crochets instead of 3, but I guess this is what we're going with.
Yep.
Oh well.
What do you think about this color?
I love the colorway.
Huh?
I like the blues with the orange.
Yeah, the brown kind of sets it off a little bit too, though. It kind of
Yeah.
gives it that interesting effect.
It does. It's kind of dusky.
Yep. It's definitely different. So this is off of a spool too. And I have a purple spool, but I kind of can't figure out where I stashed it at. And then I have another one I haven't opened yet. But you can make dish rags out of these too, out of this yarn.
Oh yeah.
I like how it lays down so nice. I probably won't even have to block any of this.
Gizmo.
Was that somebody's dog?
Yeah, he woke
That's
himself
hers.
up. Nobody was near him. He just woke himself up.
I wonder what dogs dream because I feel like they do dream.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
they
totally
do.
do.
Maybe they're chasing rabbits or something. Sometimes I think Nora dreams about Coda.
Yeah. Well, sometimes though the dogs will be running because they lay on my lap and their legs will be kicking.
Mhm.
Or sometimes they'll be sleeping and they'll like start licking like my leg or something. And I'm like, what are you doing? Because you could tell they're sleeping, but they're just licking. And I'm like, are you like eating ice cream or something? Like
I
what's
definitely
going
think
on?
they dream about food.
Yes.
I think I agree with you on that one. Let's see here. We got that one done. No, wait, I better count this before I go, assuming I'm done. 1, 2, 3.
Probably pisses them off because they're dreaming and they're eating in their dreams and then they're waking up and they're like, so how about that dream?
Yes.
$60. How many am I supposed to have in this? 61. Yay, I don't have to tear anything out and go figure out where I went and made a mistake again. Yay. What I'm supposed to have on here.
That's good.
That's interesting. We're going down to a chain one. Why? Oh, maybe because we're about to do the outer perimeter and I want to make this bigger. So I think I'm going to pick this up some more before I do what it tells me to do. Y'all are quiet in the chat. What are y'all doing? What you working on? Or are you just chilling? Let me see what time it is too. We're getting, Chaunda, let me know when it gets close time for you to, because I know it's we're getting. Hey,
It's already 7 o'clock. Jesus.
you usually stop at 7:30, right? Your time?
Yeah. Yeah, I usually do.
Okay. Unless you're wanting to end it now.
No, I'm good.
I'm fine with going a bit longer until, but usually it's 7:30, I thought.
Yeah, I'm good with
How was
7:30.
work?
I worked from home today. Things have been like really up in the air. Like so 2 weeks ago, my boss and one of my team members got pre-noticed, which basically mean they got put on notice that they were going to be let go in the next 2 to 4 weeks,
Oh,
and they let them
man.
go today. So I don't know. I said last year that I'd be lucky if I made it to the end of this year at my job before I got laid off. And
Is it because
I,
of the economy or something else?
well, because of the economy, so I service mortgage loans. That's the
Mm.
what part of that's what my line of business does. And what my company has been doing is they've been selling off their portfolios to other servicers, and so there's less loans to service.
Oh, no.
And they told us about this years ago, that this was a multi-year project. So that's when, like, and I knew it was coming. That's when I had like this big like depressive episode back in like 2021 and 2022, because I knew that it was coming and I didn't know what I was going to do. And then I sucked it up and started getting my stuff in order. And I knew last year that if I made it to the end of 2026, I'd be lucky if I made it to then. And so, now I'd say, I don't know, it could happen as soon as July.
Will they
But
do they give like a severance package or what?
yeah, so my severance, my job does something called salary continuation, and you get 2 weeks pay for every year of service. I have 19 years of service,
Woo.
so I'll get my full pay with benefits for like 9 months after they let me go.
Gosh. That's,
Craziness.
yeah, but I'm sorry, sweetie. I hope that doesn't happen anytime soon.
Well, me neither. But the only way my job stays is if other people suffer, and I don't want that either.
If you hit the 20-year mark, can you do retirement then?
I mean, I can technically, I don't know what the requirement is for retirement at my job. I honestly don't know, because I'm not close to it. I'm only 49. So I don't know what the retirement age is for my job, but I mean, it wouldn't help me because all I've got, like, they don't do pensions anymore in the United States. My job got rid of its pension plan over 15 years ago.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So I just have my 401k, and that's not enough to live on. So I'll be getting another job and learning something new and all that
You're going to
stuff.
be like so many having to work all the way in your 80s to survive.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, my
I feel sorry for the ones who are like me who were stay-at-home moms and we have nothing.
yeah,
Because I have yeah, my when my if and when my Social Security starts up, it's going to be all of a whopping $379 a month. If it doesn't disappear before I get it.
yeah.
That's the only good thing I have going for me is that I got all my credits for my Social Security.
Yeah, I definitely have all my credits, but like I don't know if I'm using the right terminology. I'll get a decent amount of money
Work
because of when
credits,
I was
yeah.
born. I'll have to wait. I think for me, full retirement is 70.
Yeah. Gotta wait a long time.
Because the difference in pay between 67 and 70 is gigantic.
Hi Rita. And Rita says, oh no, sorry to hear that. And then she says, Chaunda, that is really hard. And I'm so sorry to hear that.
Thank you, Rita.
How you doing, Rita? I was wondering where you were at. You're not usually in here picking on me. Like, where's my person who likes to pink on? Yank my chain. One, two, three, four. All right, this hook is annoying me now. Let's see what I can come up with. Let's try that one. Hi, Annie, how are you doing? I hadn't seen you in a bit too. Hope everything's good your way.
Hola. Hi, Annie.
It is just hot and trying to figure out how to keep house cool. Oh, I can imagine.
Where are you located, Rita?
She's in Arizona.
Oh, yeah, it's hot there.
Oh, this is much better. This is sliding across the hook. Look, it's because this hook here's got a. I wonder if I can take a sander and sand off that Sharpie without ruining it. Or either
Right.
it's just defective period one. Usually these Bates ones never give you trouble.
What size hook is it?
4.0. And it's the only one apparently I have with this season bait one. Thought I had two of these, but I guess I don't. And I've been online looking for more of this specific one, and I haven't found any. See, this one's okay, but I don't like this composite stuff or whatever it is.
The resin?
Yeah, it's like some kind of resin.
Yeah, I bought a bunch of Furls resin hooks and then realized that I don't like resin hooks. So now they're just wasting away.
Yeah. They just don't feel as nice, if that makes sense.
I love the way that they look. I just don't like crocheting with them.
Yeah.
I guess because I learned on metal hooks, when I use the resin, there's just a drag
Mm-hmm.
that I don't like.
They're definitely better on like chenille or blanket yarn.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Annie says she's struggling with her back pain, went to bingo live stream, had a little win now. I just want to crochet and then see y'all crocheting. Oh, I hope you get to feeling better. And Rita says, Southern Arizona.
How hot was it in Arizona today, Rita? 'Cause we've got a reprieve from the heat. It started to get hot here, and then it cooled back down, and we got some much needed rain. Um, Not quite enough rain to make up for the drought conditions, but we got some rain. But the best part was that the temps were like in like the highs have been in the low to mid 70s, which has been great. So for the baby shower on Saturday, I think the high was like 76 or 77 degrees. It was like perfect weather because I think I would have died if it had been like 90 degrees that day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Rita said that she's just put clear nail polish, like a top coat, when she has a burr on her hook. That might be something to try.
Say that again.
She says that she used a top coat, which is a clear polish on
Uh-huh.
her hooks if there's like a burr like that that's bothering her or bothering the, snagging, I guess.
Yeah, you can feel the sharpness on the tip of this thing. And I think that's what keeps snagging the yarn.
You can try that, and then if that doesn't work, you can try sanding it. I mean, if you sand it and you mess it up, I mean, it's already messed up. So
Yep.
I
Yep.
doubt you can make it worse.
Yep. That's true. I usually don't have trouble with the bait ones because I actually prefer the bait ones. Now I do like the ones that come on those ergonomic ones I bought that are so bloody expensive. But I'm expecting a crochet hook set here directly. It's in Denmark right now. Um, Janet's husband that made this seam ripper here,
Mm-hmm.
stiletto one, he made me a crochet hook kit. So we'll see how it feels in my hands.
Oh nice.
It'll be cool to see how it is.
Very nice. I almost bought one of those at QuiltCon. Not the one this year, but the one 2 years ago that you went to also.
Uh-huh.
I think because they had a booth and they had those hooks. And I thought they were so pretty. And I was gonna get them just as a showpiece. But
Mhm.
I was like, no, no, you've already spent enough.
It'll be fun trying them out because I do like the weight of the seam ripper. I have really enjoyed using it. So maybe it'll be fun. Maybe it'll be the same with the hooks, not so, because I tend to grip the hook sometimes tight. And maybe with the weight, I won't be as much wanting to do that. One, two, three, four, five, six.
I'm not cooking tonight. Let me go ahead and order a pizza because
Rita says she's also taken a metal nail file and then put top coat on it. That seemed to work. Okay. Rita, isn't there some company you can go to make your landlord do his job? That was from Annie. I don't know how you can survive in a house without AC.
Right? It seems-
Arizona.
In Arizona of all places. Especially with, your health issues and everything else. You okay, Annie? I mean, Andy?
Yeah.
We're probably going to go just about, let me see what time it is now. We're going to go about 15 more minutes and then we're going to stop.
Yeah, that's
Is
fine.
that okay?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to lay down after this.
Okay. Well, if you want to go now, say.
Oh, I'm fine. I want to finish this square.
Okay. Because I know Chaunda's got to eat and chill after a long day at work.
Yeah.
Annie says, what is everybody crocheting? Chaunda's working on a wrap. Andy's working on some granny squares. And I am working on a pot holder.
I've never frogged a full project, and I think I'm gonna have to do that for the first time.
Wait a second.
What?
So her landlord won't fix the AC, but if you try to fix it yourself, they won't approve that either?
What?
She says, no, as all the landlords has to do is say they do not approve the fixing of the AC. Yeah, you need a lawyer.
Yeah, that should be against the law to not fix the air conditioning when it's this
Especially
hot
where they live
outside
in.
and you're in Arizona. That's
Right?
Tell you what, people get away with way too much they're not supposed to get away with. Especially when it's landlords.
Sounds like a slub lord.
Yep.
it does.
I have a lawyer. It is illegal, yes, but it's still a civil matter.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, then maybe you should stop paying the rent.
No, though, Victor.
It'll take them months to kick you out. Or it does in Florida anyway.
Out of all the colors I brought, I made one of each of the yarns I brought over.
It's
Hmm.
gonna look sexy.
gonna make another one of these.
Maybe we could use the media to stir up trouble then.
Yeah, that's very sad.
Yes, it is.
Mm.
Well, I hope something could get figured out for you, Rita.
Me too. Yeah, karma, karma.
Yeah, but his getting his karma's not taking care of your issue.
Oops. No.
Where's your next market?
I keep on having people message me, so I haven't decided if I'm gonna do one. I have like 3 that I could possibly do within the next month. But I decided I wasn't gonna do the one Saturday because it's my birthday and I don't want to do a market on my birthday.
I don't blame you there.
But I might try one of the other ones. So I'm not sure yet. But the big one is August.
Are you going to go see the Mandalorian?
Yes. Actually, when we went to take my mom out for Mother's Day, we stopped by. She wanted Burger King, so we got her Burger King and I wore a Baby Yoda hat.
Oh, cool. Grogu.
Yeah. So, but no, yes, I'm excited to see the new Mandalorian movie.
I know I want to see it. I'm hoping like heck that it'll be still in the theaters when we go to Denmark
Right.
so that we can go see a movie. They tried to sell this house and someone contacted all the realtors and let them know exactly how the house is. Realtors dropped the listing. No idea who did that either. Somebody must have knew something.
Oh, it sounds like.
I'm surprised they didn't. I'm surprised the realtors didn't know anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, so like all of the permitting stuff, like if the home inspection was done at any point, that would have been public knowledge. And I don't know, it might be different in your state. Because it happened to me. I was before I bought this house and I was looking around. I was married at the time and my husband and I went and we found a house because it had a good price, good neighborhood, and we went to look at it. And basically, the realtor came back and was like, absolutely not. Do not buy that house. It is a disaster waiting to happen. Um, the lady that built it, you know, she wasn't properly permitted. She had her friends or her family members build the house or add on to the house, and it wasn't done properly. And the house is sinking and all of that
Oh
stuff.
my
Oh my
goodness.
gosh. Rita, it went really well. And I also, surprising thing I did that I hadn't intended on doing is I sold one of my smaller mandalas Sunday along with 2 pot holders. But it went really well. They can't sell a house. Can they sell a house in Arizona without an inspection?
Well, not if they get a government loan. A government loan is going to require an inspection. A conventional loan does not.
Oh, I thought all of them did.
Uh-uh.
No.
And people shouldn't be buying houses without one.
People don't know. You'd be shocked and amazed what people don't know. I know specifically if you were getting an FHA loan or USDA loan, because that's what I have, a USDA loan, you must get a property inspection. And it's how I found out, well, the first house that I wanted to put an offer, well, I did put an offer on it, and we got the home inspection back, and they was like, no.
Yeah, we got a home inspection here and we had to sign off because there was a couple things that were wrong that the owners weren't going to fix because we were going to buy it as is.
There were certain things that USDA was going to require them to fix. One
Right.
of them being that they had the stairs. Well, this is another house. I guess they love to add on to houses here without proper permits, but these people had built this beautiful sunroom. It was absolutely gorgeous sunroom. And it was but they didn't they didn't permit it properly, and they didn't what's the word I'm looking for? Beef up the foundation to be able to handle the extra weight of the sunroof that they built. So eventually it was going to be a problem, right? And then on top of that, when they did this, they have a set of stairs outside that go up to the sunroom. And when they did the stairs are on top of the access point for the septic tank. So that was going to be a no. That had to be moved. And there were issues with the water, the well water. And they were going to have to fix that as well. Like it was all this stuff they were going to have to fix.
Yeah.
And the lady didn't want to do everything. And so the sale fell through. And then she ended up having to fix it anyway for the next person.
Yep.
And I wanted that house. So now in retrospect, not well, now that things are the way they are, it's really good that that house fell through because it was a smaller house than the house I'm in now. But I loved it because it was on like 8 acres.
Oh, yeah.
And there was like a stream in the back and it was like wooded. It was like really, really nice property. But the house itself was smaller. And at the time, you know, like I said, I was married at the time, and my oldest daughter was gone out the house. And so I'm like, okay, so she's gone. And my middle daughter, you know, she'll be graduating. She's going to be gone. And eventually it's just going to be me and my husband. But, you know, things didn't quite work out that way. And my oldest daughter ended up having to come back home, and we wouldn't have had space for her to do so in that other house.
Right.
We certainly wouldn't have had space for the grandbaby that's about to come. So, but I loved that house. Oh God, I loved it. Perfect size house for 2 people,
Yeah.
maybe 3.
It's kind of like my grandparents' house, but we weren't going to stay in Georgia. Wanted to keep it, but I was like, no. And it was just impractical with like some of the stuff on it. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I love that house. I love the land. And not just, I mean, and you know, the house itself like would have needed a lot of work. Not like it was just, I don't know who the person was, but let's just say our styles were vastly different.
It did not mesh.
Yeah, one of the walls, I swear she had it looked almost like she took hay and stuck it to the walls. Like the walls were made of hay.
Wow.
I'm like, why would you do that?
Like decoupage.
I guess that's what they were going for.
Okay.
Rita says a guy came in here, took photos. Landlord said it was for insurance purposes. It was not. Next day, those photos appeared on over 200 realtor sites. So, needless to say, within 2 days, the realtors dropped. The landlord originally bought with a VA loan, and that loan was then sold to a private loan place. Then that loan was given again, bought out by another company. So, nope, loan is under a private place.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like
They sell loans like every year.
So when they originally did the VA loan, that's when the inspection would have been done.
Right.
And they shouldn't have been able to sell a VA loan.
exactly. Isn't that corruption?
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to sell a VA loan because VA loans are guaranteed by the VA. Like
Yep.
that's the point of them. So if the person defaults, just like an FHA loan, if the person were to default, you don't get the lender doesn't lose all their money because some portion of it is guaranteed. Now they can transfer servicing and they can sell it to another servicer, but it should still be a VA loan.
Yep.
At least it should have been.
Yep.
Unless there was some type of fraud.
Yeah, so I was going to say, unless frauds become part of it now, because that just don't make sense because they're supposed to guarantee that loan.
If there was fraud at origination with their, this is what I do for a living. This is why. If there's fraud at origination then it kind of voids the VA part, and that's the only way it would have been able to become a private loan and not a VA loan, is if it was fraud at origination. At least that's how it's supposed to work.
Gotcha. I like learning new stuff.
Mortgage loans is what I do. Yeah, they can be sold, but it should still remain a VA loan. Because we're selling some of our VA loan portfolio now, but it's still going to be a VA loan when it goes to the new servicer.
It's just a new company. But the loan's the same. Right?
Yeah. Now, it could have been, now I don't know, like with VA, if you're going to buy a VA loan, I believe it has to be your primary residence. And I believe you have to stipulate that you're going to live there for a certain amount of time. And so that could be the origination fraud that made it not become VA anymore since it's now a rental. I'm not certain. I don't know the history of the property, but
Rita says what happened is the new loan complete company paid off the VA loan and then assumed the loan themselves.
gotcha. Yep, they could do that. Yeah. But they had to have some kind of consent. My best guess is that there was fraud at origination based upon occupancy. And so it voided the VA loan. And so they paid the VA and made it and converted it to a private loan. We've had to do that for some of our loans where there was an origination error and we had to buy the loan back from the government. And then those loans do become private loans. I don't see it as much in VA, but I see it in FHA all the time. I'm sorry that happened. You'd have a lot more protection under a VA loan.
Yeah.
Arizona, was that Arizona or Texas where all that loan fraud was back in the what was that?
It was in, yeah, because we lost our house around all that fraud stuff. And it was 19, wait, see, no, it was 2000. It was either 2004 or 2005. I don't remember. It's when all the mortgage stuff went down.
Yep.
And we lost our house along with everybody else.
It was a lot of mortgage fraud before the
Yep.
crash in 08. And basically, that's what would have to happen again for my job to be secure. And that's why I said I don't want that, because in order for my job to be okay, other people would have to hurt.
Yep.
I don't want that.
Right.
Yep, Crystal. Yep, Rita. That's the fraud. That's the fraud. That's probably why they paid off the loan, the VA loan, because they there was fraud. And VA probably said he didn't live here. This was fraudulent, so we're no longer gonna own this loan or guarantee this loan because of the fraud. And so the original lender or whoever they sold it to had to buy VA out and make it a private loan. That really sucks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got distracted. I was supposed to put my pizza order in, but you guys started talking about, what's my wheelhouse there. Mortgage fraud. That's my thing there.
What time is it? Oh, time to go. You ready to go, Chaunda?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Hey, I sewed in all my ends.
Yes, you did.
Hey, well, that's the accomplishment right there.
Yeah,
I know.
definitely. So, you guys, let me look and see when our next, because it's going to be before I make my trip to Denmark. Gosh, it's getting closer, you guys. Yeah. So our next live for crocheting is going to be on June the 9th. So y'all put that in your calendars. That's when we'll get together and do another another crochet, sorry. Anyway, wait, Rita said something. They bought this house in October 2018 and then moved into it the 18th of 2018. And the landlord moved to New Mexico, but kept the address here. Sneaky, sneaky. Not good. Chaunda, do you know when you're going to do your live?
Well, my live is going to be on Memorial Day.
So that'll be, what's the date? I don't know. You got to remind me when when is Memorial Day?
What's it in 3 weeks?
May
'Cause I don't know if
25th.
it's- Huh?
I think it's May 25th.
May
Yeah.
25th? Because I no longer keep up with American holidays.
Yeah, I'm off that Monday, so
Because our holidays are different.
it'll probably be morning-ish when I do mine.
Okay. Like I said, I'm willing to help. Just don't do it at the crack of dawn.
No, because
It's on a Monday, so it's not.
it's 4:30 your time right now.
It is now. I'm 3 hours ahead of you, so
Okay.
it's currently 10:41 right now. I'll take care of you in a minute.
So even if it was like 10 o'clock my time,
Okay.
that'd be like 1 o'clock for you. Is that too early?
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll get up for it. I probably won't be sleeping anyway, but just in case, I'll still get up. I have to get up early tomorrow, even if I don't go to bed. But I think I'll probably go to bed because I'm gonna chill out and do nothing. Andi, are you going live tonight?
It'll depend if how long this flare is lasting. So we'll see.
Did you go live? I think you did last night, didn't you?
Yeah, I went live last night.
Yeah, because I watched it for a little while, and then what I did is I conked out and fell asleep. I was really tired yesterday, and I went to bed and crashed around 10 o'clock, I think it was. And then I woke up to find you were live, and so was William, but I didn't even show up in William's because I was going back to sleep. That's what I had planned on doing.
Right.
So I left both y'all's lives running, and I went back to bed.
Hey, it's fine.
And I've done that I think I've done that 2 days in a row. I just was so tired. I feel better today though. Whatever was dragging me down the last 2 days is okay now.
Right.
I must have touched something on this screen. No, I didn't. All right. So everyone, tomorrow is my live starting at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be working on the channel sew along. What happened to the screen? It just like disappeared. I know why, because the laptop's being weird. Anyway, I'll start at 4:30 like I always do. We will be working on the channel sew along. That's this back here on the wall. So if you're sewing that, be ready to sew. What we're going to do is we are going to start sewing these together, and we're going to get all the 7 rows, all the blocks sewn together, all 7 rows. So, or try to anyway. And then if everybody gets the rows sewn together, then it's possible that we can start sewing each row together. So make sure not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Dang, I'm at Thursday. And I'm saying tomorrow. Thursday. Yeah. So Thursday at 7 p.m., 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 my time. Yeah, so bring your blocks, be ready to go, because we're going to start sewing each row together. And then after we get all 7 rows sewn together, if we have enough time during the live, then we'll start sewing the rows together where we attach one row to the next one. Andrea's working on the written pattern part of it. And I will, when I hear from her that she has it ready to go, I will post a link on my community tab and in my Facebook group for y'all to go ahead, and if you want to print it out, you can. Remember, you'll be downloading it from Google Drive. So the link that you click on will give you permissions to download that particular part of the pattern. And I want to say thank you to Chaunda and Andrea, because both of them have been helping me with this channel, so to make it more cohesive and easier to understand, because what I was saying out of my mouth and what was being written they weren't connecting. And thanks to both of them, they're helping me with that. And Chaunda and I will be doing some mathematics concerning the border, because I already know what I want to do with the border. So make sure with your stuff, you're going to have quite a bit of parts of your layer cake left over. Do not toss them out, because we're going to use them for the border. So save all this left from what you have left over after you've done your 4-patch blocks, along with the sashing that's gone around the blocks. Make sure you save whatever's left over, because we're going to use that for the border. And there is enough left over for us to use it in the border. I just got to get with Chaunda, and we'll figure out how much we're going to need based on the size of the sewn together part of the rows. And I should have some information for you guys, because that'll happen the last week in this May. Yeah, I'll be assigning homework on the 28th of May for what you need to cut for the border. So don't worry about it now. Just make sure you don't throw out any or use it somewhere else, because you need to use it for this sew, unless of course you're not going to do the border the way we plan on doing it. But it'll be kind of like a piano key, but not like a piano key. I don't know what it's called. Shauna, you know what it's called? I don't.
It is piano key.
It is a piano key? Yeah. Okay. Andrea wants to know, Andy, do you sell your blocking thingamajig?
I can. Yeah, just email me, hun. I can print one for you. Whatever color you want.
Also, Rita says, thank you for the needed boost. And also, I don't know how to say this exactly.
I like this one.
I am going to do an impromptu live, because I'm going to have a little short discussion, and then after I have the short discussion, and say what I need to say, the video will be taken down. So keep an eye out. But I need to address some issues, and that has nothing to do with my crochet. It has to do with my channel, because there's been some things going on that some know about, some don't know about, and I'm about to address it because I'm tired of it. and I think it's time to address it. And then once I address it, that'll be the last y'all hear of it. And after I've said my piece and people seen it, I'm gonna take the video down. But it won't take me that long to address what I want to talk about. So stay tuned for that. So Chaunda, shall I see you sometime this weekend, maybe?
No, I am going to Atlanta to see the Braves play
Oh, that's
the
right.
Red
You're gonna
Sox.
go see a baseball game, aren't you?
Hey, baseball.
I'm not a baseball person,
Oh, I
but
am.
one of my best friends is a huge Boston Red Sox fan. Adrian is a big Atlanta Braves fan. And so we're doing a couples trip to go see the game.
Enjoy live baseball.
I
It's
hope
so
you
much
have
fun.
fun.
Oh, yeah. Live baseball is completely different than watching it on TV.
Oh, I like it on TV too, though. But I'm
Oh, I can't watch
bored.
it on TV because it's boring. I'd rather watch golf, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
All right,
I
you
can watch
guys,
golf, not baseball.
remember to live, laugh, love, and dream. And what do you do with all that? You make something beautiful or go do something beautiful for someone else, because you never know, it might change your whole world. And right now, everybody needs a little boost from a friend, for someone they don't know. Just if you want to do something and pay it forward, find somebody you can help. So have a great day, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Hold on a second. Where did it go? Yeah, where did it go? I can't find it. That's so funny. Hang on, y'all. I'm trying to disconnect from the live. Should have been right next to my Zoom. Okay, let's do it this way then. Okay, now we'll give it a minute to shut off.